Well, hello and welcome to the Listen Queens.
Hello,
How is
hello.
everybody tonight? We, of course, have myself, Chrissy, the beautiful Eileen Jones, and the other beautiful Beth Allen.
Why don't you say the beautiful Chrissy? Listen,
Well, I,
Chrissy.
okay, well, my beautiful self. How's that?
There you go. That's better.
Everybody else is gonna have to share because I got problems and I don't know why I'm not allowed to share.
Actually, my
Um,
messenger is working now properly. It just decided to work. Oh
and
wow! I just clicked over to comments. Hey everyone.
yes, we've got all the fam in here tonight. Um, First off, before we even get started, I'd like to apologize to everyone. Have not really been active on Facebook or returning messages. I haven't been feeling well, so but I was like, the show must go on. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you for those who've already jumped on tonight.
Give me half a second. I was going to put it on your guys as well. I've already shared the groups, but
Oh, Joanne, is anybody else having problems hearing us? Miss Joanne says she's having problems hearing us.
mm,
um. Hello. Testing. 1, 2. Testing. 3,
ugh.
4.
Hello. Okay, she said no.
Oh,
I can
oh,
hear
oh, 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 oh,
No.
oh.
them. Hang on. I'm sharing.
Oh, Lord. What, Brad? What kind of weird stuff?
Okay. Hold
Thank
on.
y'all for letting us know you could hear us because thank you.
Hold
We
on.
have to check.
I'm gonna send it to the group chat. Hold on.
He found my Santa slippers with bells on, and he's
I
wearing
cannot.
them. Hey, I can think of kinkier stuff he could be wearing. I'm just saying.
Well,
So
Stephen, you love hearing all of us most days.
thankfully we can't hear Steven.
Brad, before I even attempt to look at this, have you and Eileen got some weird stuff going about Starbucks? I mean,
He made what I sent y'all. He made it.
I can't.
Okay. So I got the sharing done.
Thank you. Oh, sharing
It's
goddess.
on your walls. It's also to multiple groups.
Well, I hope everybody's been doing well since we saw you last. We've all been kind of busy or not feeling well, and
Yeah.
the different holidays, and it's been a lot.
Investigations, events,
Yeah.
you name it. I mean, no October, November, September, October, November. We all know for paranormal investigators is pretty busy. There's usually a lot going on, a lot to go do.
Oh, yes.
So, wow, we did. We had a whole lot of comments while I was sharing.
I know. I was like, I
Yep.
looked there, I was like, holy
The
crap.
whole fam is here. Poor Todd and Leanne were stuck with me for a little while.
I know. I was so jealous. With
They
not because
they
of Todd, but
survived.
because of Leanne.
Because it was Leanne's birthday was last Friday,
Happy birthday, Leanne.
I
and
can sing
we
too.
also had the Old Stone Jail meet and greet fundraiser. It was for a great cause. and it went pretty well.
What was the cause for, Beth?
It was for the Old Stone Jail for the Historical Society, and also for Elizabeth and her family. Her husband, stage 4. I want to say it's colon or liver cancer. I can't remember, but it was good to see everybody and come together for such a wonderful cause.
Right. That's
Well,
always
I'm
good.
glad, sister. I love you too, Leanne. Um, One thing that I do want to stress tonight, I said I was going to be relatively quiet, but I won't be near as emotional. But with the holiday season upon us, I need everyone to understand how much pain and despair and anxiety the holidays bring, just as much as happiness. And the world is a messed up enough place right now. And we all need to decide what we are going to do to make things better for humanity. One of those is right now, I will not just limit this to the paranormal field because it's everywhere. But all the damn bullshit bickering and look at me needs to damn stop, at least for the damn holidays. People are out here missing their loved ones, going through shit. Right now is the time to reach out to people. I'm not telling you to fake it. If you're an asshole, just be an asshole, but do it somewhere else. But make a difference in someone's life this holiday season, even if it's just sending them a message, letting them know, hey, I love you. Hey, I care about what you're going through. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. If you need someone to love you, I'm here. It's very necessary because if you Todd, a saint, damn it, a saint.
I know you're not calling Todd a saint.
No, I'm calling Leanne a saint.
Okay.
I found my change yesterday, so we're good. We're good, Todd. Jason's gonna have one hell of a night.
I do not give Todd any ideas.
Although I don't remember where the keys
Yvonne,
are
I
to the padlock.
definitely sending hugs across the pond. And that's why I started the show with guys. I apologize. I'm not ignoring anybody right now, but I'm just not feeling well. Hello, Denise. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Denise.
But it's a very serious matter. I need everybody to put their damn ego down because there is such thing as a overinflated and an underinflated ego. Ernie,
Oh no, that
I
is
can't
so
with
not
you.
true, Ernie.
But it's enough, folks. We're all fucking adults. I said it. NC-17. Welcome to our show. I want. It is my mission, and this is something I was going to say the other day, and I didn't get a chance to. I need everybody right now to look deep inside of yourself and ask, "Hello, Ernie Pack. Now that you're spreading joy, you're spreading gravy."
Because that's his joy.
I need you to look inside yourselves right now. Take a deep, long, hard look. Sit inside yourself. Why are you doing this? Why are you in the paranormal community? Why are you in the metaphysical community? Why? And I don't need you to lie to me. You can lie to yourself all you want to. But all this, look at me, and all this shit y'all got going on, don't bring that here. Don't bring it over here.
You know, the one thing I enjoy about the paranormal, above the investigations, and I'm going to say 90% of the people, it's y'all. It's unfortunately Todd, Ernie, Denise, Leanne, and yes, Brad, and you know, and sorry, I'm just naming a few of y'all. But to me, I got in the paranormal because, hey, sweetie, I got in the paranormal, to seek answers. I remain in the paranormal because of the people.
Yep, and the family. No, family.
Yes.
Because we have created a family. We've done some pretty amazing things for other families. It's not just about going to haunted locations. It's not just about that. It's about helping people, helping humanity, showing people love. That's what it's about. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, people? Because let me tell you something. Silence speaks volumes. It really does. Stay in your lane. Know your role. Now I sound like a pimp. But this isn't a bad thing. I just want people to understand. It's holiday season, folks. You're either going to get one or two things. You either going to get these hands, or somebody is possibly so depressed. So they feel like they have no one. I'm here to tell you, I'm one person. Anybody that watches this podcast that is on here right now, I don't have shit. But you know what? I got love for you. You're never alone. Ever. You're never alone. Reach out to one of us. Reach out to anybody in this chat. And just say, hey, man, do you have a minute? I need to talk. I need a hug. And with that, I love each and every one of you.
I was talking the other day. I think people forget there's this little button on Facebook. It's called unfriend. There's another button called block. There's another thing that's called scroll. If you don't like something, do one of those three things.
Yeah. And enough with passive aggressive, folks. Enough with the passive aggressive. Like I said, I will defend those that don't feel like they can defend themselves. I am a voice for those that feel like they have no voice. The truth is the truth. Stop getting people hurt. Stop blowing smoke up people's ass. And none of us is any better than the next one. We're all the same. We all are here for a reason. And I'm leaving it at no paranormal. I'm talking about in general. I love these women. These are my sisters. I got some sisters and brothers over here in this chat. That's my family. They treat me like family. I treat them like family. We all want to see the good in the world. We want to make the world a better place. And we're going to. We all are going to together. Shine on. Call me Ramon from The Princess and the Frog. That's me and Austin's favorite movie, which Austin is Chrissy's son. And we're going down the bayou. Everybody turn on your light. Stop hiding in the shadows, hiding in the dark. We all bring something positive to the table. Even Miss Sunshine, who's trying to be funny.
She has dry humor, y'all. You got to forgive her.
Love, people, love.
I've had a bad day, so.
Me too.
I love you.
Listen. I love you too.
Oh, Mr. Greg, how are you tonight?
Hey,
love and hugs to you. I have a question. Have you been hacked, Mr. Greg? Because I didn't accept a friend request, but I got a friend request and we're already friends.
I haven't gotten one, so I'm upset by the hacker.
Yeah. But that is my rant for the evening. Please love one another. Spread joy and light. Cloned. Okay. Well, I knew it wasn't you. I've been there, Mr. Greg. I've been there. But everybody, please take the time. Love one another. Do something. Hell, even if you're walking an elderly woman across the street, help her with her groceries to the car, cut somebody's yard, go next door. Hey, how you doing? Check in on your people. Thug out.
Thug out.
Thank you for letting me have the platform, everyone. Thank you for listening. I'm just very passionate about love and light and making people in this world feel not so alone.
Sure. And I think that's important, especially during the holiday season. Because, like Beth said, you never know. Holidays may be cheerful for some people, but it may also be awful
Look,
for others.
which part, Denise? I like them because they make me want to put my hands to them. It's thug out like wilding out. The thug does wild out.
I kept, hearing Beth when I first met her. It was like,
yes,
thug and this,
yes,
that, and
Denise.
I'm like, I don't see that side of Beth. And then one day,
you did.
I was like, whoa. And I think it was like months, maybe even a year later. And then the moment I met Chrissy, I know I've said this, I was like, you are Beth. Y'all are just reversed.
Hey, like I said, I work for the Most High, folks, but these hands work for somebody else.
I cannot. I just cannot.
Yes,
so we gonna love on, because I scared the hell out of Eileen and Shannon got the thug at the same time. This was the faces, Chrissy.
What happened?
I went thug.
I don't even remember what happened, what was going on, but I was like, okay, that's what Beth keeps talking about. But I was like, I had never, I think it was like a year later, I had never seen that side of her. And it was like, holy crap.
Miss Yvonne.
Jason said hi, Stephen.
We will be sending you lots of prayers and healing light and love. And we will continue to keep you in our thoughts and our prayers.
Definitely.
I can tell you, I mean,
unknown paranormal. I'm sorry, forgive me. I don't know your personal name, but Parathug is what Beth goes by. That is one of her call names.
I have a few.
Yes, she does.
Please, Yvonne, keep us in the know.
No, you didn't just say that.
Because the femur is bad. My oldest boy did that. Femur's bad.
See, folks, that's why we do what we do. That's why this show is so very important to the three of us. It's not just about the paranormal. It's about outreach. It's about love. It's about making people laugh, because joy, the dark does not like joy. And we just sit in here and laugh and have a good time and, let go of what happened during the week, like with stupid people we work with. Yes, unknown paranormal. Can we get a name? Like, so I don't want to call you. I want to call you by your name, if that's okay. I don't want to be like real disrespectful and keep going unknown paranormal.
Stephen or Chrissy, Stephen wants you to do him a huge favor. I don't think you want to do that, whatever it is.
It looks scary.
I know. It sounds scary.
What favor, Stephen?
Miss Carol, I hope you're good tonight. I go by the Parathug, Beth 316, the Wicked Woman, and a lot of people call me that bitch.
I call her sister.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
What y'all want to talk about tonight? We've all been down and out and sick, so we didn't know.
And Beth. I go by Aunt Beth.
Beth.
Really, Stephen?
But on this show. Okay, first off, I did not show it. Jason did. So
yep. Ernie calls me Beth too.
We're just gonna leave that alone, Stephen.
Oh, I understand.
Jay is fine.
This is a racist shit.
You know what, Jay? I gotta
I
say, I would like my unknown identity too. It is kind of fun.
So Yvonne said, been a lot of talk about UFOs this week.
Yes, I've been
Yeah.
seeing a lot of that. A lot of
Jay,
sightings.
Jay, it's better for us to just say Jay than unknown paranormal. At least
Yeah.
you'll know we're talking to you.
Yeah.
So where are these sites? Like I said, y'all know what's been going on in my life. Facebook, the phone, all that is like second, like actually like.
Hey,
fifth on my list.
Kristen.
She said, been a lot of talk about UFOs this
Oh,
week.
Brad.
So where are all the sightings been at?
I love you, Brad.
Oh, hey y'all. You guys are amazing.
Ooh, let's say, please tell me.
Hey, Mama Becky. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to see everybody. And before we get into UFOs, Kristen and Chris did a really cool show. I gotta go back. Love Greg.
Hi,
Mwah.
Greg.
I love
Much
Greg.
love. Thanks for tuning in.
Yvonne, that's where I saw some of the footage was from Manchester. Thank you very much. It seems like a lot that I saw this week in particular was in the UK.
Well, the reason I was asking is because I was actually talking to someone the other day, and I've mentioned this before. How many sightings could there be? Because when you're driving down the road, how many people look up? Or when
Well, they're
you're
everywhere.
how many times do you physically look up? And so one day I got in my car. I said, you know what? I'm going to drive for an hour and a half. And I'm just going to see if I see anything. Just because I wanted to drive, and I intentionally made a point. There was no one else on the road to kind of look up majority of the trip.
I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, you don't have to look up. You look across.
Well, what I mean is not just looking like straight ahead.
Yeah. And of course you're gonna
Well, then you came the right one, sweetie.
Yep, you came to the right place.
Watching shows on podcasts, trying to find positivity and honest individuals, seeing a lot of not so nice people, and I'm not putting up with them. I get it.
We're
I
cool.
get it.
We're gonna be friends, Jay. We're gonna be friends.
Or for Jay.
So, Jay, I do have a question for you. I mean, welcome to the show. And I know this is not your
Yes.
first time here, and you've also tuned into other shows we have on the network. Are you a paranormal investigator? I'm assuming so, since you're unknown paranormal. Maybe that's your group name.
Todd, always,
got it.
brother. Always.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Rich.
Rich, my brother. Hey, Tim. I think that would be a cool idea, Stephen, actually.
Yeah,
I
that
do.
would be neat.
I think it would be a good idea.
But make sure you're like filming, not just doing live. I would also be filming just in case you do catch something in different areas. Be filming like one of those 360 camera things. Never know what you might be able to come across.
I'm actually, there's something that I have decided just out of nowhere. I'm going to start every time we do a show. I'm going to start writing down prayer requests. So, once again, at the end of the show, please, everyone, remind, I'm going to start writing this down now because that's a very big thing. Prayer is very powerful. And if we can help in that aspect, all of us would love to. So I've got Todd on here. Miss Yvonne.
See, and I can't even pick on Todd for that. That's not cool.
Hey, Ashley.
So,
well, Jay, we're thankful to have you tonight. Thank you. I've got you,
said
Yvonne.
She saw a UFO on her way to, what is that, Centralia? Sorry.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Was that recently, Carol?
Now, have either one of y'all ever seen the UFO or oh my god,
Oh, Rich. Put Rich on there. Beth.
Rich needs prayers.
Put Rich on the list.
Yes, pecker prayers are powerful. Oh, and by the way, okay, so we did say that Leanne's birthday was the 11th, Ernie's was the 13th, and yesterday was Rich's birthday. So happy birthday again to everyone.
Sing. Do, 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 do.
I'm trying to, I try to remember to
Yeah, this year
acknowledge
I have
everyone.
been so bad about birthdays this year. I mean, I've been bad about everything this year. 2022 we are in 2022, right? Okay. It's not my year.
Oh, wow. That's only 30 minutes from Matt. He's a damn Skippy. That's interesting. So it was a summer carol, huh? Was there other reported sightings? I mean, not that I don't believe you, but it's always the hope that multiple people see it and talk about it or put it on social media, because the more people that see it, the more attention it's going to get, and the more, it information that's going to be found out or investigations done, I guess.
It's always good to have multiple people at one time, because think about the ones like I think it was in Las Vegas where that's got to be Sweet Cheeks Courtney down there.
I know she didn't say Coco, so
multiple people in I think it was Las Vegas at different places had pictures of the same thing.
Steven, shut up.
It's Crystal.
Oh, hey, Crystal.
Okay, so Tim, how do ghosts interact with religious prayers?
I think it depends on the spirit.
Well,
okay. Well, that
can we see what angle you're getting at?
I need you to be a little bit more descriptive. Are you saying, do you pray with spirit or spirits? Are you saying
how do negative entities interact with religious prayers?
Just knowing Tim, I think he does mean more like, because he's got, and I hope it's okay if I say this, Tim, he's got a little kid in his house. So I think he means more like on that angle. I could be wrong, but I do think he means more on that angle, more praying with them.
Okay. Well, I mean,
you pray and they're around.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
definitely. Yeah. I mean, ghost / spirit /
yeah,
dead people, typically aren't bad. They're in fact, they're typically good, and they're there to protect you or look over you.
Yeah. And
maybe,
hey, Kale,
now if there's something negative, then that's a whole nother topic. So tell me exactly what you mean.
But say, if it's not good, I think it depends on their religious beliefs. I mean, if they're don't believe in one religion, and when they were alive and you're praying that particular religion, it could aggravate them because they don't agree with it, type situation. I don't know. I mean,
well, I have one location that I have frequently investigated over the years, and one of the spirits there, she's an older woman, and she passed in the early 1900s, and she loves to have you sing hymns.
What did you
you get some of the best interaction with equipment. We've even there's no electricity there, and a light would come on. There's no electricity, and when you sing hymns for her.
See, and that's one thing I like about. I keep a whole mixture of different things on my phone. So when I'm at a location like that, I would play nothing but hymns on my phone. Or if I'm in a Civil War place, I play nothing but Civil War music. I do try to do a lot of music depending on where the location is.
Well, Jason was saying that he thinks that maybe he meant, can you remove a spirit based on prayer? Now, what my response to that was, that's part of cleansing if you're trying to clear the area, that can be applicable. But again, I don't know that that's what he's asking.
Okay, he says, when you go to a site, how do you know how they will react when introducing religious prayers?
Well, you'll find out real quick.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's kind of where the research would come. I mean, that my thoughts, girls. The research of the location would. I mean, if you don't want to do it by trial and error, the research of a location would kind of tell you a little bit more about the people, possibly, depending on how much you know about that.
Not necessarily, because if you got something that was there 500 years ago, your research may not even show that.
Well, that's what it said. Depending on how much research you have on it.
Well, and Ernie, I saw where you put Phoenix. Thank you, because I couldn't remember. I knew it where it was close to Las Vegas, that area of the country. Thank you for putting that. I mean, well, you never know. Okay, like I said this the other night as I was in chat. There is a fine line between confidence and provoking. Now, I'm not going to recommend when you got to do your research. You don't know what's there. I always talk to Rich about certain things because Rich is very knowledgeable and he knows what the hell he's doing. I've had situations where I've went into a location and I know off the rip, I'm not trying to get my ass handed to me. I'm not going to go in there because that can be provoking. It can be very provoking, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim, you need to go in there protected from the giddy up. That is however you prefer to be protected. Some people, crystals, prayer before you go to a location, oils, rosary, relics, whatever.
Jesus. He said blessed chastity belt.
What? Where did I miss that?
Jason?
Oh,
I can't.
Be quiet, Bear Pimp.
He said that's the real protection.
Because that's going to be the pimp
yes,
now
ma'am.
instead of the penis. I'm going to turn him into a pimp on that one.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's all, Mr. Tim, everybody has their own preference. Some people work with angels. Some people have talismans, medallions. I believe in glitter glocks and pretty rocks. So I've got, all kinds of assortment of stuff. But everyone should pray or however they prefer before they go to a location. You need to ground and protect yourself. But you have to be very careful when it comes to provoking, because if you don't know what you're dealing with, you don't want to go in there and then you're going to be looking for a priest, a demonologist, like Rich Valdez.
And here's the thing. Are we going to these locations to just get a reaction from the spirits? Or are we going with the mindful and dutiful respect that they were once a living being?
Yeah, and Mr. Tim could be possibly going in there.
He's not an investigator. He doesn't investigate.
Oh, okay. Well, it might be a respect thing for him, like trying to put them at ease.
Well, if you're not an investigator, Tim, then I would advise taking a well-rounded investigator that on some kind of personal or professional level with you. That way, if there is good or bad there, they're probably going to know and pick up on it more quickly than you. Because you don't want to tick off anything that's there.
Yeah. And there are, Eileen, do you know where is Mr. Tim? Is he in your area?
Yeah, he's one of my buddies for the past 30 years.
There's a lot of novice hunts.
He won't go. He's curious, but he won't go.
Oh, he will eventually.
I've tried.
Oh,
Donald, I love you,
listen, sir,
brother. Give Rebecca a hug for me, please.
we're gonna come kidnap you one day and take you with us.
And I agree with Rich. I mean, when I go in locations, I'm more so, yes, I want I like the evidence and all, but I just want to know what the spirits want to say. What
Well,
do they have to tell somebody?
absolutely, Brad.
Except Brad. Don't treat Brad with respect.
I love Brad.
I cannot.
Now Todd's feeling sorry for Tim for knowing you for 30 years, which I can't.
Look, Tim was the first one to ever put me in handcuffs, and not in a fun way.
Hey.
I said not in a fun way.
Oh my! So she got arrested by Tim? Is that what we're saying?
Oh, is that what we're saying?
He pretended to arrest me when my mama come and picked me up from the bowling alley. Yes, I was young.
Oh Lord.
I
Well,
cannot.
but yeah, everything has to be handled with respect. These people were. I promised I wouldn't get like this. I need everybody to remember something. Death is not the end. These are meat suits we're in. That's where we have the problems we have in the world today because we look at people for what the meat suit is. Your soul is beautiful, like it is beautiful beyond imagination.
See, Tim and I go so far back that y'all know how tragic. I've talked to y'all about my mom's death, how tragic that death was to me.
Yes.
Tim was a police officer, became chief of police in our town.
Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. And so he actually was the first person on the scene after I called 911.
Okay.
Aw.
So yeah.
Well,
So
Mr. Tim, thank you for taking care of our sweet sister.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
So we were already like really good friends by then, but that really.
And let's inform him. These parabrothers of ours are just brothers. I can't even call them parabrothers because they're my brothers. Just period. Them and Eileen play these games, and they're feeling really bad for you because your interactions with our sweet dear Eileen.
Look, he knows. I talked to him. Well, lately, as everybody else in this world, we have gone silent with each other for about a month now, Tim. And but yeah, he knows all about the paranormal world. We talk all the time.
I mean, we're a weird breed, but that a lot of what I've been seeing lately on some of the shows, it's really great to have. First off, we got some great people in chat anyway. We love them all.
We do.
And we've got the best support system we could ever ask for. But lately, while I've been laying around feeling like shit, been watching a few shows. And lately, I've been seeing a whole lot of disastrous stuff. Folks, I'm going to need you to do better if you want to be a paranormal investigator. These people, these spirits deserve our utmost respect. Yeah, it's not question for all of us and everybody in the comments. It goes back to what I said. Why do you do this? Why are you interested in the paranormal? Why do you investigate? Because it's about respect. Do you want you can't go in. I don't go to every investigation. We're going to find the evil shit. Oh, demons. Oh, the only demons I find are in the bathroom after one of them has left it.
Okay.
Shout out to Sandy. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
Folks. That's Steven plugging our Fear Fest 2023. Don't miss it. Be there. Come hang out with us October 20th, 21st, 22nd in New Orleans. It's going to be a huge event. In fact, probably I'm going to say within the next month or so, we will probably be posting and going live with the website and the tickets that you can purchase to either come to the event or have a booth at the event. There will be limited space. So once that launches and the spaces are gone, then you can't get a booth.
No karaoke, Stephen. No karaoke.
We will also potentially have a concert on the first night. We're looking at multiple bands. There will be a paranormal investigation. I think we're looking at 3, maybe 4 locations since New Orleans, French Quarters is small areas. We want to give as many people possible the ability to investigate. So be on the lookout for all these updates, guys. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and I'm selling paranormal pure romance.
I cannot with this man.
You picked him.
I cannot.
And Rich, I see what you and that's right. That's why most of us, or some of us, have had experiences since we were children. Donald is an awesome investigator as well, and him and Rebecca are so very respectful, and they're great investigators, just great people. Period. I'm proud to call them family.
They might Donald might tick off the spirits when he farts in the location that lingers for hours.
That's what Raymond was like. The only demons I find me after a night of tacos and beer. Yeah, we've got a lot of great investigators out there, and you know what? I'm about to get on my other. Hey, man, we're very fortunate because we have some great pair brothers and family that support us as women in the field. Let me make one thing clear right now. There are some pretty amazing female investigators out there. 2 that I commonly refer to, actually 3, are Chris Sumner and her sister, Jenny, that's your Soul Sisters Paranormal, and Miranda Young, the Ghost Biker. Excellent investigators. They bring just amazing stuff to the table. But we're always portrayed on TV shows as only mediums. Or
this big around with boobs like
yeah. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm really over it. I'm not out here going, ooh, girl power, girl power. No, but I'm just saying. Respect goes a long way. We're more than just, oh, let me not offend anyone. Hey man, I don't have to let the bird fly to get attention. I don't have to. None of us do. We're all made the way we're supposed to be made. Who the hell decides what everybody wants to see on TV? Okay? I'm just saying. I'm too hot for TV. So we're just going to leave me out of the equation. But don't y'all want to see real people, real investigators? The truth, not a bunch of setup. And I was very offended by a show that I recently watched, trying to push a medium to do something she wasn't comfortable with.
That's why I don't really watch the shows unless I find out friends are in it or something like that. I just really try not to watch them because it gets, it just gets my feathers ruffled.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't understand. You know what? There's a difference. Hey man, chicks are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I'm just saying. Somebody likes it. Amen. Not a bunch of TNA. Hey man, I'm done. I'd much rather keep it real with me. I want to see real people, real females. I want to see real men. I want to see the people that are doing this because they love it and they want to help people. That's what this is all about. Helping people, helping spirit, helping humanity.
And there is a time, everybody who knows me knows I am a huge jokester. I can't stay serious for 5 minutes. So I can't stay serious for 5 minutes. It's just not me. Serious is not fun to me.
Well, and people don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. If the shoe fits, wear it. I'm just saying.
But one thing, some people I've investigated with, they want to have fun. Like, and I don't mean fun like, hey, let's laugh every now and then. Like, they want to have like they're out partying fun during investigations.
Yeah.
And
Well,
what people who aren't in the paranormal world don't realize when they see that every now and then, yeah, we might cut up during break and we might talk amongst ourselves and laugh and have a good time. But when you're investigating, you're serious about
yeah.
it.
And
I
you
mean,
can
like,
be both. You
right.
can, there's a time to have fun. I mean, just, yeah, have fun. But like you said, there's a time to be serious too.
And I mean, those down times where you're not getting activity, and sometimes those are the times that you end up getting the most activity, is like when you're sitting around with your friends, your para family, and you're just chit chatting, you're picking on each other, because at that point you're trying to break the ice of, you know, of nothing going on. But those are the times normally when you have the most, but you also got
Yeah.
to be willing to cut it off, the joking around, the humor immediately, or you're going to miss the evidence. You're going to miss
And
the
that's why you should always have a recorder going at all times, because a lot of times you will catch EVPs when you're just having a conversation with your friend, or like reenactments. Have a party. You might, I mean, don't be too loud, but the having fun.
But you're going to be drinking at the party.
No. Once again, let me get that off my chest. No drinking, no drugs while investigating. Dangerous, frowned upon, bad. Um, it's one of those things. I'm not trying to be funny, and I love him, so I'm gonna put him out. I'm gonna promo him. Brandon Albus. I love that dude. I love him. He gets the thug. He gets it, but he's trying to do something different. And I so appreciate that. You know, I'm also not trying to be funny when I say this. Hey, man, mad respect for those that do whatever they want to do. But, hey, man, I'm tired of seeing the same people. I'm tired of seeing the same people. I want to see real people, different people. Hell, I'm tired of seeing myself all the damn time. But where's the variety? Hey, man, I'm going to say it. And I don't care. This is the truth. That's what I do. Hey, man, not every paranormal investigator is a middle-aged white man from Topeka, Kansas.
Not Topeka.
I'm just picking something that came to mind. Not all of us are white women from Florida, California, Alaska. There is something there. I've met investigators from all over the world. Brown, white, red, green, yellow, purple. There's such a variety of people. It's for everyone. I want to see, I want to hear everybody's experiences, their thoughts. We've got so much to learn from one another. I think my chest is starting to hurt. Oh,
So, I mean, it's like, and y'all help me understand this. And if Rich Valdez is still watching, and I know he's done this before, but just let's use Rich for example. While on these shows, and they do have to do reenactments, I get that part. But don't they use the actual investigator? They have to bring an actor in for that. That investigator lived that scene. Well, supposedly. I mean, sometimes we know that they don't always do it right. But why not? Why do they just have to be there and talk? Why can't they just let them be on it?
I fucking hate you, Ernie.
Hey, girl, I don't know if we discussed this. What part of Washington you from?
I mean, guys, I'm just giving general senses. I mean, but that's what we see. Like, hey, Jeff, how you doing, honey? Um, there's such a different variety. Hey, man, and I'm not trying to be funny. We do know that the Ghost Brothers are not the only three black men investigating the paranormal, right, folks? I love them dudes, but they're not the only ones. I mean, I urge you, please, There's so many different people in this world you can learn from, or just listen to their experiences that'll blow your mind. Everybody's different thought process, their knowledge. Hey, man, teach me. I'm just saying.
We're doing
And
good, Jeff. Thanks for asking. Hope you're well.
yes, Donald, very, very true. What are we teaching these kids, man? And hey, there's a large percentage of older folks getting involved in the paranormal right now because, holy shit, everybody does it. It's okay now. They're not going to say I'm crazy. I got news for you. They're going to say you're crazy.
And I admit, we are kind of crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
like I say, we sit in the dark and talk to ourselves.
That's
We're kind of crazy.
Right.
Sarah, Bellingham, Washington.
I'm getting off my soapbox, guys. I'm sorry. I get real passionate because I know so many of you guys and you're great investigators. I'm tired of seeing the same old people. I'm tired of women making us all look like paratoots.
By the way, have my boobies come in, Chrissy?
No, not yet. I haven't decided
Hey,
what
Ricky,
size
love you.
we're gonna cup you up to. It depends on the dress we pick out, on how big we have to go.
I might have to start using them on investigations.
How you think Michael's gonna feel about that? You gonna walk out that door and he's gonna be like, "Who the hell are you? And what happened to my wife?" And all you gotta say is,
top with my fake boobies.
listen, all you gotta do is say, "Look, this is part of my wedding attire. I have to break it in, sir." Then that's all you'll need to say. He'll know it's from me and Beth.
It's my para and sisters.
Bam.
Booby.
Bam.
My para and sisters will be with me all the time.
Yeah, there's so much to this, folks. There's no money. There's
Yes.
no money.
Yes, Brad. They do have to film for a week and sometimes more. And no, I do have to defend shows sometimes. And of course, y'all know me. I try to defend everything. But I think shows are created for mainly more for the non-paranormal people than for the paranormal people. A lot of these shows, because that's why it's more on the entertainment side than the actual investigation side. Not all of them, but some of them. And I do, because the more that we do bring people who are not the paranormal on the entertainment side, the less we look like those crazy lunatics that need to be left at the asylums.
I cannot.
I like your thinking, Brad.
I love Brad. You don't understand, dude. Brad is a cool dude.
Oh, that's
Brad,
funny.
you and Donald need to get together about your 3D printing and all that.
He said, "It's okay, Eileen. I can do 3D printing for him and make his thing look bigger to match your boobies."
I cannot.
Well, because Eileen, we talked about the dresses for the wedding, right? And she's like, "I am going to look awkward. You got you, and then you got Beth, and you guys are nothing but cleavage. What are we?" I said, "I got
No,
you."
I don't have cleavage. I have Cleveland.
Well, if you got Cleveland, what the hell do I got?
Central America.
So we told her we were going to get her like the drag queens wear, and they look real.
I'm checking now, Brad.
So we're going to get her some fake boobies for her dress.
Oh, my Lord.
Me standing near Beth or Chrissy, and especially both.
What?
I look like a dude standing there.
Really, Brad? It even has like details and veins. What the hell?
Yeah, he 3D printed that.
Oh, geez.
Well, Ernie, that is a very good point. They're not teaching people how to investigate the right way.
And then we're the ones that have to end up explaining that. And then, of course, you get people, luckily, the public events that I've been a part of with Donald and other public
Oh
events
God, I'm dying here.
and Beth, all that, we have to sit there and spend most of the beginning explaining this is not, a television show. But then in the same token, you're like just praying you get some type of evidence, because it could be one of those quiet nights, because then you're like, you don't want people to go back and bash you because they don't understand. I tell people, spirits are like my children. They never do what you want them to do on command. They just, they do, you know what I mean? But they will respond, but they're like kids. When you need them to respond, sometimes they won't.
Oh yeah, Brad, those are the best.
Mhm.
Oh my God, we're gonna die. No, you're not, but they're already dead. So, you asked for it, they're giving it to you. But people don't realize every time spirit shows you something or lets you hear them, that's a gift.
Now, I will say I have been startled several times on investigating. It's something you're not expecting. It's like someone standing behind a door and saying,
live people startle us.
Right.
The dead startling us isn't something crazy or unheard of, but
once I'm startled and I come back, I say, I'm sorry about my response. You just startled me.
I'm not going to say sorry for nothing. You scared the shit out of me. And
some spirits are like, oh my gosh, I scared them. I can't do that ever again.
Oh, Ernie and I are on the 3rd floor at Waverly one night, and it was a private overnight. And next thing you know, a brick gets thrown. I almost crawled up Ernie. Me and Ernie are running into each other. And it scared the shit out of me. I ain't apologizing for it.
Now, Don, on that, I do say, now, if you do see an investigator run faster than them.
It depends on who that investigator is. I'm just saying.
True.
Well, most of the time when I'm doing a public event, I'm doing it with my closest people, Donald, Rebecca, Beth,
Hey, there is 2 people. 2. If I see them run, I'm going to have to figure out how to learn to run. But if I see Barry Gaunt or Billy Sims run, I'm out. Gone. On a plane.
Because, most time that means it's probably not a spirit. It's probably a human being coming out.
I got time.
A dog or a coyote. A coyote in a graveyard, Chrissy.
Listen, I didn't run, but when you hear a pack of coyotes coming because your team member decides to blow a dog whistle in
hell no.
in the dark, yeah, we leaving. We're out. I'm not fixing to get ate up by coyotes. No. I'm not afraid of ghosts, but coyotes will fuck you up.
Exactly.
Ernie brings up a very valid point. Because if you see me run or Denise run, there's a snake involved.
Mm-hmm.
That or you're going to hear shots fired, because I'm always packing and I'm unloading a full clip into a damn snake. I don't care.
Tim, you run to your car, you crank it up and you leave.
Yes.
You say, forget my equipment.
Right. That's right, Donald.
Though.
Do what?
Better tell the shit not to follow you, and it's got to stay.
No, I'm talking about like snakes.
Oh, I'm yawning like a bug.
She's not
not just the outhouse. Yes, Ernie, we know what popping is. Todd, I run from spiders too. So snakes, spiders, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, you do certain locations during the winter. You do certain. You don't do Brushy Mountain in the winter.
You'll get your soul sucked out of your ass in a porta potty. Just saying.
I cannot.
Oh well, Tim, that's a whole nother ball game.
That's what we call in the big guns.
We hope we don't have to deal with that. That's not as prevalent as some people would like to. Hopefully you won't encounter that.
And Tim, I would say, the good thing is, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a good person in the paranormal, you've got backups, people. If something's going on, even if they can't get there, I've got these two girls that I can pick up the phone and say, I need help. I've got Denise and Leanne. I can call and say, I need help. I can pick up the phone, call Rich. I need help. If it's something they can do at a distance. But now, if you're a jerk in the paranormal, you're either going to have the sketchy people that say they got their back, or you have no one who's got your back.
Or you've got the sketchy people that say they've got your back, but they don't know shit.
Right.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So when you're in the paranormal field and you do,
I'm sorry I keep yawning, y'all.
you have that's okay. You have
They
your
won't be gone.
resources, and you reach out to your resources because you know who you can depend on and rely on. But even if those resources don't know and can't help, they will reach out to further resources to help. So it's a whole unity of people all over that can help.
I will not go in a new location without them two on video chat with me. They have, it started off with Beth. Now it's Beth and Chrissy. They have to be on video chat before I'll step in with them. But they say if they were to ever tell me, you go outside and never go back in, I might argue with them a little bit, but I'll go outside and never go back in. There's been times Beth and Chrissy's like, I think it's over for you tonight. I'm like, okay, we think we're done.
Oh, Lord.
You just gotta trust. I mean, you've got to know, and that is the hardest part. Is if you're new to the field, who to trust.
Yeah.
And that's where Beth will tell me and Chrissy will tell me, follow your gut.
Exactly. When you're not a douche, you always have a network of people. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
And that's why Brad doesn't have anybody to call.
Brad can call me.
I cannot.
But 90% of us are not at this alone.
No.
No. And
No.
you should never be at it alone. And
No.
I'll get into that on another show. I'm not going to put y'all through that tonight,
No, and if for some reason you get an eerie feeling and it's like your gut's telling you something ain't right, something's bad, just leave, especially if you're alone.
Yeah, just say no to drugs, people.
Yeah, just say no.
I mean, I called Donald and I were, and other people were there too, but Donald and I were having a very eventful investigation, our last one. It was completely unlike that location. What did I do? I stepped outside and I called Beth and Chrissy. I was proud of myself for something else, but I also needed advice.
I mean, it's like this, people, on an investigation. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's basically sums up. Sometimes you're going to get stuff, sometimes you're not.
Right.
And not every spirit wants to interact with the same person. Period.
Right.
Well, go ahead.
Beth can see things or hear things that I may not see. I may hear or see something that she can't hear or see. Eileen may hear or see something that neither one of us see. It's what they allow. It's what they give you.
What you're gifted.
Anybody that tells you that everyone on a location should see the same thing for it to be real is full of shit.
And you can all be sitting there right next to each other and still only one person see or hear it.
Exactly.
Which is aggravating as heck, but yes.
Exactly.
And don't, folks. Oh, I'll end this one. Oh, please, ladies and gentlemen, I beg of you, spread the word. People should not claim things that they have no knowledge of. I'm just saying.
Yes, Donald, coats worse than the slave quarters.
For no reason.
You know there's always a reason to punch Todd. Beth, you have my back on that one.
Oh, Lord. After what y'all did to him, you put damn Tabasco sauce, pepper, salt. My poor brother was abused.
He put stuff in my dinner, and you weren't there.
I wasn't there for that.
No,
Y'all
he
are
put
on
it
your
in my
own.
dinner. He put it in my drink. He might.
Uh,
Tim, if you know, which you know, Eileen, so if you know good investigators, if you're seriously considering going to locations and you're not going with a team, then I would kind of follow up with her, because if she don't know the location, she's going to reach out to me and Beth. If we don't know the location, we're going to reach out to more people. We will find out. But typically speaking, yes, there are some no places that
and
there if
never on
you
your
have
own.
stuff, that you never go by yourself. But
It's
that's just me.
9:17 on a Friday night. I'm getting old as shit. What the hell's going on?
I cannot.
I ain't even took my NyQuil yet. What's going on? You're right, Brad. They're very selective. Like, okay, whoever want to come get some of the thug can come get some, because I'm going to say it, because I'm keeping it real. And I'm kicking it real. Um, how should I put this? Mm, mm, Mediumship. Okay. Not
No.
all mediums see shit all the time.
No.
Certain people are to give the message to those who are to receive it. That's why there's not just one person that's a medium, not just two. Everyone has some ability in some way, shape, or form. But not everyone is supposed to deliver the message. There's people I'm supposed to help, and then there's people I'm not supposed to help, because there's somebody else to help those people. If I receive the message, then I'm supposed to deliver the message. If not, no big deal. I'm not supposed to.
There's nothing to be scared of at Bobby Mackey's, Rich. You would be fine to go there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to say, from what I've heard, it's more hype. I haven't been.
Where is one place you ladies would want to go that you have not gone yet? If we're talking big locations, I honestly would like to go to Alcatraz.
I have to agree. I'd like to go there too.
I'd have to agree on that one too.
And I would want an overnight. I don't want and not that you don't get activity during the day, but I would want a full 12, 14 hours to really experience the whole prison.
I got a couple. One that I didn't get to go to that I was scheduled to was Dumas Brothel.
Yep. We were both supposed to go there.
Yeah. And anything in Scotland.
I'm about to say, I'd like to, and I don't even know if it's haunted, but there's a location in Newcastle that I want to go to. And I don't even know if it's haunted, but it's just historical on top of that. So I'd love to find out. But I have to agree with you on Alcatraz on a big place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alcatraz would be very, very interesting.
And, the UK would be awesome because you could hit so many places in a week. You could go a week and you could hit so many places. Here, I mean, you're tired from the drive most of the time.
Well, and I want to go anywhere that's got to do with anything Underground Railroad.
Yeah. I'll let y'all two answer that one.
I don't know shit.
I will say my answer to that is no for me. But I can tell you I have two sisters that I call.
Miss Joanne, yes, I can.
Yeah.
And everybody calls it something different. It some people call it remote viewing. It just depends. If I'm supposed to be there, I'm supposed to be there. If I'm not, I'm not.
And I'm with Tim. Skinwalker Ranch would be another place I'd like to go. I know he's saying thoughts on Skinwalker, but yeah, I'd like to go just to see if it's really what it says it is.
And yes, Miss Joanne, I do as well. But there are certain places that I won't even attempt to tap into.
Yeah, it's everybody has okay. Oh Lord, we're gonna get into another thing. Just like people that everybody's gift works the way it's supposed to work for them. There is everybody's guides communicate with them the way that they feel comfortable and they understand. So you've got people in the world that like, oh, you saw a bird, so this is what the bird means. Okay, let me explain something to you. The bird means what the bird means to you. That's how you're shown things, what resonates with you, how you understand things. I am feared of snakes. So if something shows me a snake, I'm like, yo, danger, Will Robbins, danger, Will Robbins. I mean, I don't,
I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm
well,
running faster than you.
So
yes,
yeah,
that has
yes,
happened.
yes and no, Joanne, because again, like Beth just explained, we may not get anything.
Yeah.
When she walks us through or sends us pictures or I cannot. I cannot.
And this is why I love him, folks.
I cannot.
Whew. I think I broke my damn headset.
No
And
kidding.
Joanne, to add to hers, we were at a certain location, and I'm sitting there. I have my phone on, have it pointing, and they're both telling me to go in the same direction. And they're like, "You seeing that move?" They are both tuning into the same thing, and I'm sitting there looking at it, going, "I don't see this." I was so aggravated with you ladies. I was like, "I hate y'all."
Well, you don't hate us because we're there to help.
I wanted to see it.
But understand something, though.
I cannot. Rich.
I love him. I love him. I've seen a few beavers once or twice too. I did work in a strip club business for 17 years. I can't with Donald. And Brad's like, dang, only once. I've been seeing a lot of chipmunks. Okay, so here's another thing people need to understand. You're not given more than you can handle. And everybody is special. That's one hell of a beaver, bro. If you thought it was a Labrador. They do call me the Black Beaver of Ballinger as well, but
that's what we were laughing at. Just out of all things for you to say, Rich, you had to say beaver.
I cannot.
Oh my God.
So
Rich, you are derailing us.
Miss Joanne, people should be very proud of what they have. Not all of us, and Brad hit it on, I can't even say that word because it's turned into a whole nother show.
Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, there was no beaver involved. And everybody is given something specific.
Right.
And you should be proud of it. I am a healer, and I am extremely proud of that.
Well, and I mean, here's another thing. I mean, the three of us are connected, right? So when we do readings, we typically the energy surrounds all three of us, and the readings follow one another in patterns. So there's always that connection that you can have. What the hell's so funny? I gave the beaver a log. Okay, listen, sir. You need to be on Unholy Trinity in the comments because this is right up that alley.
He needs to be on Unholy Trinity.
Rich would shut down the Unholy Trinity. I promise you.
On Unholy Trinity.
Tonight it's beavers. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. So you like.
Let me tell you something.
The log and the beaver. Okay.
When I do a documentary, I'm going to have Rich do all my voiceover. Rich is going to be my narrator. It would be the shit.
Rich, I'm done with you. I'm done with you, Rich.
And they gnawed on it. Oh, I threw it in there. We all.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Pair of beavers. I cannot. Great.
I love it. It's we never should. You can't make yourself something you're not. Okay, that's
No,
one thing.
no.
And like I said, there's plenty of times we all can be in one location. We're all picking up on different information,
Right.
and it's whoever they want to speak to, whoever they want to give that gift to. Like, hey, I'm here. Let me talk to you. One night, the weekend of Halloween, we all got a huge gift at Octagon Hall. We all got to see a house that was not there.
Nice.
So it was a huge gift and it was amazing. And it's stuff like that. And we need to always say thank you.
Yes.
But I am notorious for phones ringing during the middle of investigations. You good? Matter of fact, I'm not. I know where they're at. They have groundhogs.
I cannot. Please and thank you. Yes, we have officially derailed, folks. We just have officially derailed. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all
So-
are used to those 2 o'clock in the morning phone calls. I need some help. I need some guidance. And
It's all right, sister. Rich got nothing. He's like, I got nothing.
well, he said it's a ha ha ha. It's a whatever.
Rich
you
got-
call it.
Oh Lord.
See what happens? I've broken everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think Rich was ever put together to be broken.
I
Dude, Rich is fun. I don't care. You could be like just all jacked up and like life sucks. Rich is like, what's up? And you're like, oh my God, my life is amazing.
yeah.
You're going to laugh when you feel like crying. I promise.
Mm-mm-mm.
But, like I said, Rich would definitely break the unholy trinity. None of y'all got shit on
Rich,
that.
hit
Rich,
Rich up. Be a
Rich-
guest.
I'm gonna need you to be a guest on there. Just let me know when you're available. It's on Friday nights at 10:30 Eastern time.
Make sure
There's
the baby's in bed.
there's those people that tell you they'll tell you how it is. Rich will tell you how it is.
That's okay.
And that's why I respect him.
Yep.
He's very upfront and he's not going to tell you no BS. He's going to shoot straight from the hip.
Right.
So on Tim's things, Tim, are you talking about your long track dreams? Am I okay to talk about your dreams?
Dirty. I cannot.
No, my favorite here is, hey, I know my demonic beavers.
So Tim wants to know about, I don't know about the nightmare part of it, but the long track dreams. So I'm going to kind of tell y'all some of his dreams. And so one of the dreams he told me about, and I'm not going to be able to tell you all the details, but he was, like I told y'all, he was a police officer and all. And he had a dream that, and I'm sorry if I get anything wrong, but he had a dream that somehow he was following this car, had this car pulled over. He got out of his car, and the people in the car in front of him, and he knows the location areas, a place here in Pearl. They got out of the car and they shot and killed him. Speeding things on a little bit. He was in the middle of pulling someone over one day, realized it was either the same car, roughly the same type car, same location. He was the only one in the police car. Because everything was going on with it, he actually, before getting out, he radioed for backup.
That's premonition.
And then he's had dreams where he's had like this one person would be like a parking lot of his work and they were bleeding and all this. Then he found out a couple of days, like a day or two later, that somebody was not in that exact situation, but it was enough that it was the same thing. So yes, I've told him he does. I mean, pretty much what he dreams, and it's a family trait. It's not just him.
Yeah, premonitions are a gift.
And
Yeah.
so he does have that quite a bit, where he does dream things. So if he calls me and says, I had a dream about you, I'm like, what'd you dream? No, he doesn't have dreams about me. But I'm just saying, if he did, I'd be like, what'd you dream?
Well, we're more
They're warning.
we're more open while we're asleep. Deja vu.
I've actually only had deja vu that I can think of once or twice, and mine involved roses. Out of all people, like all things, the roses store. I walked in there one day, and I was like, what in the world?
I can't.
Well, see,
But-
I wouldn't consider them really nightmares, Ernie, because they saved his life, or potentially saved his life. I
My
can't remember. He'll have to tell me if the people did have guns or not. I think he said they did, but I don't want to lie and say they did.
Rich, my take on deja vu is more it was probably a previous life and you were there in a previous life. I mean, I guess it could be premonition based, but what are we laughing at now? What are we laughing at? Mine involves shaved beavers. Listen,
We're being serious, Rich.
we have a serious conversation going on, and you gonna bring the bald beavers back into the conversation, Rich?
And you had to make them bald.
This is not, well. He said they didn't have hair.
So
I'm
they're
just saying.
there's such thing as hairless guinea pigs, hairless cats. So there's hairless beavers.
I mean, well, I'm not even gonna say what I was fixing to say.
Baby,
But-
Ernie, any dream about me is the best dream of anyone's life.
But my sweet sister, I know you've got unholy trinity tonight, and it's time for me to take some medication because my chest is starting to hurt.
I'm going to go cut sheetrock.
Yep,
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you so dare or see fit, Unholy Trinity comes on at 10:30. Same time, same bat channel. Come view us. It's going to be a train wreck. Even worse so than this show went. And
Yep.
we probably won't talk paranormal, but about 30 seconds.
Love you, brother.
So, thanks for tuning in. We love y'all. We appreciate all the comments, all the interactions, all the jokes, all the sexual innuendo. We love you much.
And don't forget about the prayers for Miss Yvonne and Todd Leanne, close family friend. So we love all y'all. We'll be praying for y'all. We do all the time. And thank you for supporting us like you always do.
Absolutely.
Happy holidays.
Seriously.
Peace, love, and kindness, y'all.